Hello yogis, welcome to my channel. My name is Martina and today we are focusing on the hips. We have a powerful class towards Malasana, the yogi squat. This practice is designed to help you open the hips, improving external rotation and create more space through the inner thighs and the glutes. We will move through both active and passive stretches, building not just flexibility, but also mobility, strength, and awareness. So rather than forcing the shape, we are preparing the body step by step, allowing Malasana, the yogi squat, to feel more accessible and more natural. This is actually a very natural and essential human position, something our bodies are designed to do, but that many of us, unfortunately, have lost because of modern lifestyle. This is how traditionally we used to sit, we used to rest, or even go to the toilet. So in a way, it is a very essential pose for the human body. So let's begin. Our first pose will be child pose, Balasana, but with your knees wider than your hips. I'm going to show you demonstrating the pose using this side of the mat, but feel free to use the long side of your mat so that your knees are supported, so that there is some padding below your knees. So go ahead and open your knees wide, connect the big toes at the back, and sit. Take your sitting bones towards your heels. Take your arms forward towards the top of the mat and drop the forehead down here. In this pose, in this variation of child pose, you will start to probably feel your inner thighs and you're growing your hips already. What I want you to do, I want you to wiggle your hips from side to side, as if you were trying to create more space to open up. Very good. Making sure that you are actively pressing your sitting bones down towards your feet, towards the ground. Couple of more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Very good. With your next inhale, find your way up and come to a tabletop position. Nice. From tabletop position, begin to lift your right knee up. Inhale, trying to keep the knee in the same line of your hip. Exhale, lower. 4 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Pause. Exhale, lower. Starting to address our glutes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Feel the work in your right glutes. And 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Good. Let's add one variation here. So lift the right knee. Inhale. And now you want to make big circles with your knees. So take the knee towards your right elbow. Back to the other knee. Big circles. So open the knee up and high and back to your elbow. 1. We do 5. 2. Big circles, as big as you can. 3. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out, lower. 4. And 5. Change direction. Inhale, big circle. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. Release down. That's hard work, not easy. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Lower exhale. 1. Lift. 2. 3. Lift. Pause. 4. Last one. And 5. Lift the knee. Inhale. Big circle, taking the knee to your elbow. back to the center and big circle, up and high. 1. Make sure you're not moving too fast here. 2, 3, 4. When we move slow, we need to use more strength and we need to be more in control. 5. Change direction. 1. Exploring the full range of motion of your hip. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And release. Good, give it a good shake. Now from here we're going to rotate the left foot to the side so that it's right behind the knee. You're going to come into standing on your left knee. Externally rotate your right foot so that the toes are pointing forward and bending the right knee. Good. The further you take your right foot away from you, the more intense this stretch will be. So start not too far. Good. One hand on the knee, the other hand on your hip. We're going to sink to the right for a side lunge. 1. I think I need a bit more, so I'll open. 2. We do 10 of this. 3, holding for a moment. 4, 5, 6, inhale, exhale, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. Good. Take your knees together and change. Left foot. Prepare, inhale, exhale, 1, 2, 3, making sure your knees pointing to the top of the mat and your toes are also pointing to the top of the mat. So not inward, not outward. 5, 4, move slow. 3, 2, and last one, which makes 10. Good. Release and come back to your tabletop position once more. Now from tabletop position, you're going to step your right foot to the front to the outer edge of your mat. Good. Now make sure the back knee is not too close to the front foot, otherwise we will not have enough range of motion to work on the hips. So take the left foot and move it towards the back of the mat. So we open, we take the legs away from one another. Good. You can be here on your hands or you can place 2 blocks below the hands here. And now from here, we're going to take the right hand on the knee and we're going to press the knee away from us, rolling on the outer edge of your right foot for 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keeping the hips low. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one, we will hold, release the hand on the ground and actively press the knee away from you so that now we are practicing our active flexibility because I'm using my strength, the strength in my glute to open the hip. 5 breaths. 1. If you're comfortable on your hands, you can come on your forearms. 2, 3, 4, and 5. With your next inhale, find your way back on your hands and step your right knee back. Let's do the other side. Big step forward, left foot on the outer edge of the mat. Make sure that your hips are dropping down and not lifting them up. Your left hand on the knee, pressing the knee. 1. 10 pulses. 2. 3, moving slow. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8, we're nearly there. 9. 10. We're gonna hold it there, release the hands, maybe staying on your hands, maybe coming on the forearms, and actively press the knee away from you. So actively opening your left hip, which is now in external rotation. 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. 2. 3. 4. And 5. With your next inhale, find your way back up and step back. And now we're going to come into a seated. This is one of my favorite windscreen wipers. Open your feet wider than your hips. Your feet are not too away from you, not too close. Somewhere in between where you can have the soles of the feet and the 10 toes touching the ground. Your hands behind you. To begin with, drop the knees from side to side. Let's do that 5 times, each side. If you're sliding forward, it's good. Keep pressing your hips slightly backward as you do that. Good. Now we're going to try to practice without hands, hands free. So come back to the center. Have your hands maybe behind the head here, interlocking the fingers. We're going to roll towards one side. Have a look. We're going to rotate the front body towards the knee that is bent at the front. This pose is called 90-90 because we want to have 2 90-degree angles in the front and in the back leg here. We will breathe in and then breathe out. We're going to fold forward over the knee and coming back up. Good. We're going to roll back to the front and we do the same on the other side. Move your chest towards the right knee. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up. Again, this is your active flexibility. Roll back to the front. And fold. What really helps me here is to flex the ankle of the front foot and to press the foot and the knee down so that I'm using my strength, the strength in my hip and in my glutes to fold, and especially to come back up. So you don't want to go too further, otherwise you are not able to come back up on your own. Come back to the front. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale, roll. Flex the ankle. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, let your chest lead. Inhale, back up. Roll, other side. Inhale, fold. Come back up. Roll back to the center. Inhale, open the chest, no rush. Exhale. Inhale, back up. Last one. Roll. Exhale, fold. And back up. And find your way to come back to the center. So next we're going to come into a forward fold. Your feet are wider than your hips and your toes are pointing out. Bend the knees. You can have the hands grabbing your ankles. You will start to squat down, rock the hips until you reach. Inhale. And exhale, you will fold forward, drop the forehead, drop the head. Inhale, squat down until where you can reach. Open the chest. Exhale, fold. 6 more. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. 5. Squat, inhale. 4. Pressing equally with your feet into the earth. 3. 2. 1. And now we are ready to come into our Malasana. So squat all the way down. So I'm going to give you some variation for Malasana because I know this pose is not accessible for many of us. First variation will be using blocks. We can use the blocks in different ways. Now, if your main issue is that you cannot keep your heels on the ground and the heels are lifted so that you're falling forward, you can place the blocks below the heels so that you have that support, and that will help you to be more stable in this pose. Another option would be to roll a blanket and place the rolled blanket below your heels. Also, you might be not so flexible in your hips, and so maybe you are kind of here, and what we want to do, we want to create a platform with our blocks so that you are capable of sitting like that, so that your hips are lifted. You can open the knees wide, have the hands together. And what we want to try to do from here, instead of just getting comfortable here, is to try and lift and sit back. Lift, shift the weight forward and sit back. I will show you with one block from here. Lift, hold for a moment and sit back. So that eventually one day you will lift and you will be able to hold this pose. Now, whether you're using the props or not, stay with me for 5 breaths in Malasana. Press your knees away from one another using your elbows. Join the hands together and now press through your feet. Lengthen your spine. So try to not curve your spine here, but instead create space. Spread the collarbones, open the chest, and let's stay here for 5 deep, long breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, keep pressing the knees out. Exhale. What we do never want is to take your knees inwards. We're practicing external rotation, remember. 3. 4. And 5. And now we're going to grab a block to support your hands. And from here we will practice moving from side to side. So lifting one heel and dropping the other heel down and moving in your Malasana. So like what we did in the beginning in child pose, trying to wiggle the hips from side to side to find more space. We do the same here. So it's good to be static in a pose, but it's also good to move from that space. Well done. Thank you for joining me today. If this video is helpful, please drop me a comment or drop me a like. And remember, we are all designed to be able to come into this pose, in the yogi squat. So why not try to incorporate this pose daily whenever you have some maybe free time, maybe you are doing some workout at the gym and in between sets you can rest in this pose, or maybe you can get the habit to read or scroll on your phone while you are in Malasana. Thank you so much. Namaste.